What's up, everyone? We're Blackpink, and we just had an interview on the Zach Sang show. We had a lot of fun, so please check it out.
Let's do this. Zach Sang Show.
Beautiful humans, hello.
Hello.
We have Dan here.
Hello.
And we have the beautiful ladies of Blackpink.
All right.
Yay!
Please do not let my conversation interrupt you and your white chocolate M&Ms.
Okay.
These are really good.
By the way, there are nuts in them.
Mm-hmm.
We're good.
We're good?
Yeah, we're all okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure. You never know. By the way, Coachella, what is going on? Congrats.
No, thank you so much.
I mean, it's freaking crazy, right?
Wow, it's crazy. Absolutely nuts.
I mean, do you genuinely mean that when you say it? Because so much life is happening right now around you. And from the outside looking in, it could be seen as crazy.
Yeah. I mean,
I'll have to say, when I was performing at Coachella, it was the most intense 1 hour of my life. Like, that was just too much energy from everybody. Like, I couldn't handle it. I'm still not over it.
What kind of high is it when you're on stage and you look out and all you see are people?
I think it's, but like, you know how people say after you go on a stage where you feel like you really interacted with the crowd, it lasts for a long time and it's really addictive. I totally experienced that this time. So after the show, we drove back to LA and we were at our hotel room, and I remember I just had to keep replaying it over in my head, like again and again. And it was like, that was like the best feeling I've ever felt in my 22 years of existence. It's really, really surreal. Like it's so like life-changing. I loved the whole experience. It's like so beautiful, and everybody is just amazing. Like everyone in the crowd.
What is it like when you're up on stage? Are you focused on what's coming out of your mouth? Or are you focused on dance moves? How do you juggle all of it?
Like when you're kind of nervous or when you're not like totally connected to the crowd, I feel like you have a lot going through your head. Like, what am I singing right? Or like, are these people feeling it? Like, what do I have to do more to like, interact with them more? Like, you get a lot of thoughts. But honestly, me personally at Coachella, I just really enjoyed myself.
I could tell. I went up the same. Like, it was such a big stage and I had pressure. We all had pressure. And I went up thinking, like, we have to perfect this. But then as soon as I got up, I was like, screw it, I'm just going to enjoy myself and sing whatever I want.
Is that because everything was kind of synced up? Everything was in line. The crowd was with you, and the energy was right.
Definitely. Like, we didn't expect to have such a big crowd, and they were really singing their lungs out. Like, they were singing with us, and that the whole thing is just so, like, I don't know.
But that was like the best part of it, was that we did not expect it, and I think best things come when it's unexpected. Like, even in the morning of the show, I was in bed and I kind of, to be honest, was thinking, okay, maybe like tonight, there might not be like a full crowd, but still, like, I'm going to have to do my best today, is what I thought. Until we, like, we walked out on stage. Yeah. We didn't even have time to talk about it, but we were like, and then the music came on and I'm like, oh my gosh. And it took me a whole hour to really figure out that everybody that was standing there was actually looking at us. They weren't there for like a different show. They weren't like faced like a different way. They were faced towards us, and it was crazy. Crazy.
You set yourself up for the worst, and the best ended up happening.
I mean, flattered.
You said something pretty interesting, right? Like, why you guys then, right? You didn't expect all these people to be there. What is it about Blackpink? What is it about what you stand for that people feel connected to the art that you release?
I mean, that's a question we ask. Like, I ask every day. Like, we would like to know, but
we're 4 different girls that came from 4 different worlds, and to be in a group like this is odd itself, I feel like, and to perform with music that you guys have never heard, because it's a little different. I mean, is it different? I don't know.
I think it's pretty different.
Okay, yeah, different than what you guys are used to. So I guess people are kind of oh, that's new. You know,
Yeah.
they're attracted to something new. So maybe,
Yeah.
New is it? And I also think your production's amazing on these records, and the way you guys flow between English and Korean is so seamless. It's really beautiful. Like in one record, it's. I spent all weekend really diving in.
Wow.
So let's dive in here. Whoa, where do I start? Back to Coachella. You made friends. You guys showed up, or Ashton Irwin from 5 Seconds of Summer. He ended up in the back of one of your Instagram videos that you posted.
Really?
What?
Yes.
Oh, we didn't even know.
He was there.
Video?
Yeah, one of the videos.
Was it when we were like jamming to Jaden?
Really?
I don't know. I had no idea. We haven't heard this.
The point I'm trying to make is,
Okay.
do we make friends at Coachella?
We kind of did, yeah. Yeah, Jaden Smith and Diplo they actually waited out
we
near
were
our
in
caravan to
between their
say hi.
performances,
Yeah,
So we got to say hi.
Wow.
they were
That
like
was-
really, really
They were so
kind.
sweet to us, and
They were so down to earth, like way more than we would expect them to be, and they were so like happy to see us
They
when we're all
approached us,
starstruck. We're like, hi.
It's freaking Diplo
Yeah.
and Jaden Smith. Okay, Jenny, you. There's so much here because you guys all have your own stories. You learned English by going to school in New Zealand, right? Why go back to Korea and why dive into the trainee program? And really, I'm assuming, or did you always want to do this? Like, sorry.
so when I was in New Zealand, I lived by myself. Like my family was living in Korea.
And you were so young.
I know I was 10 when I went there. And so by the time I turned 14, 15, my mom wanted me to actually move me to the States, like I think in Florida. Yeah, she had plans to move me.
Beautiful Florida.
Yeah, we actually took a trip to Florida, saw the school, saw the place that I would live in, and it hit me like I don't want to live by myself in Florida, not knowing what I want to do. And I started thinking what I want to do, and it was really like I was like out of there. I was like, I want to do music. I want to like learn how to dance and stuff like that. So I told my mom, instead of going to a new school, why don't I just come home and do something that I would enjoy for the rest of my life? And she was supportive with it, and that's how it all started.
Wow. Whoa. Your life really could have been totally different. And
Definitely.
I think it's really special that you traded in not wanting to be alone to having 3 incredible human beings around you all the time.
Sisters, instant sisters.
Human beings that you're comfortable enough around to like open your mouth so they can feed you M&Ms. Like it's not every day that you're that comfortable around somebody.
We've lived together for already
10
like
years?
Yeah.
almost 10
Almost 10
years.
years,
So
yeah.
we're
I think we're closer than like our like family. So we're basically like new sisters to each other.
Do you remember the first time you met each other?
definitely.
Yeah.
We talk
Yeah.
about it all the time. Like, the 4 of us. So Rosie joined us last to the group, and when she came through with her guitar and her little,
Aussie girl.
yeah, girl,
Australian.
little girl from Australia, she came along and us 4 we just clicked and we just all started
funny.
singing together
I think
from
that's
day
the moment
one.
we talk about every time somebody asks about like first impressions is when I flew all the way from Australia. Like I brought a guitar and we ended up like jamming till like 5 a.m.
Yeah.
On the first day
I don't think we cared about what our neighbors thought. It was an apartment that we sang till sunrise. And it was funny.
Well, by the way, it is crazy that you left New Zealand to go to Korea to join because did you audition? Australia, I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay because I was born in New Zealand and I lived in Australia and then I left.
Did you audition for YG in Australia?
Yes, like literally like just an open audition.
Why'd you do it?
Because my dad told me to. I think he was sick of me like screaming at the top of my lungs on my piano every night at like 12 a.m. I think he was sick of me, so he just wanted to like get rid of me and just like send me to South Korea to just fulfill my dreams.
Yeah.
It's so funny. Once I grew up, they told me, they were like, Rosie, like, to be honest, it was really hard for us to like, you know, go to bed when you were like singing at the top of your lungs. I think I would sing like Beyonce's Listen when I couldn't reach the notes because I was a terrible singer, but I used to do that. And I think my dad was like, okay, I think she wants to do music. And he asked me, do you want to take an audition? And I was like, I don't even know if I was qualified. So I was like, is that even a question? Like, can I? Like, am I allowed to? Like, but it was funny because I was like, yeah, okay. And then my parents had a whole fight about it. Like, mum was worried. Yeah. But in the end, they decided to be really, really supportive of it. And I flew all the way from Melbourne to Sydney to take the audition, and I got it.
and then what?
So bizarre.
Do your parents fly with you to Korea? Do they just ship you off?
No, yeah, they flew with me to Korea, but then after they dropped me off, they had to come back to Australia because they've got their jobs there and everything. So that's when these girls became my like family, and they really, really stuck by me through all those times.
It's cool.
16 years old.
And look at y'all now. By the way, Lisa, congratulations on being the most followed K-pop artist on Instagram. I mean, pretty wild, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, I couldn't believe it. I was like, what? No way. No way.
No way.
It's that beautiful hair. What color is your hair?
It was ash brown, I think.
Oh.
It's kind of gray.
It's not brown.
Love it.
Really? It's
gray.
Gray?
Khaki gray.
A
It used to kind of be
khaki.
more of like a blue tone.
Yeah, but it
That
just
was
turned
cool.
out.
Like every day.
Yeah, it's changed every day.
Either way, it's beautiful.
Oh,
Yeah.
You made some history yourself. You were YG, and correct me if I'm wrong, you were YG's first non-Korean artist, right?
Yes.
So how did they get to you? How did you hear about all of this?
Oh, well, I always, in Thailand, I always listen to K-pop songs.
Got
Like,
it.
I love K-pop singer. And I told mom that, I want to be part of them. I want to be K-pop
Artist.
you know? And then, 뭐지? 다행히. Thankfully, the YG, they have an audition in Thailand. And
Same as
yeah,
me.
and same as
Australia.
same as you.
Yeah.
And then I just got in, and then yeah.
She flew over to a country where she couldn't speak the language at all.
At all, just only 안녕하세요.
And that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
That's crazy to me. Like, even that. And that's like the first hurdle out of many hurdles that you're about to go over, which is one of the biggest is you don't know the language. You have to, and you leave your family. What kept you going? And this is a question for all of you because training is not easy, I'm assuming. It's years and years, and it's
intense.
Yeah, there's a lot. Everything in your world is different overnight.
Yeah. What keeps us going?
Yeah, what was that motivation?
For me, it was like this drive. Like, I was like, I cannot fly all the way back to Australia without making this work. Like, I felt like it was a fight against myself because it was really, really difficult, to be honest, you know, being away from family, and I was so young. I had never slept outside of my house for like more than 2 weeks, you know, at that age.
Yeah.
But I had to just leave, and the culture wasn't like fully like in my blood yet. So it was very difficult. But for me, it was more like, I have to make this work before I, like, you know, I'm never going to leave Korea without making this work. It was more of my drive. I was more like angry about it. Like, this has to work. Yeah.
Kind of the same. Like, you know, we all kind of just dropped everything that we were doing. Like, our whole life just changed overnight, and they put us into these groups of girls and just survive, like do like a survival thing every month. And some people just go home after a month. Some people go home after 3 years. It's all different. And to see some of the girls that I trained with go home just made me more like
Motivated.
Yeah, motivated, because we all had one dream, and it wasn't an easy thing to just stay there and go on with what we want to do. So I didn't from there. I don't want to go home. That's all. That was the only thing on my mind.
And you're so close to it, right? You just want to keep going, and your dreams are at a fingertip.
Yeah.
Jisoo, by the way, I have not forgotten about you. Hi. How are you?
I'm fine.
You play the drums?
like a
Korean
traditional
drum.
I read that online.
Wow.
Thank you.
And I was watching you acting and stuff.
Oh,
연기했던 거 봤대.
no.
Are you still open to acting roles?
근데 지금은 일단 블랙핑크로 하는 게 너무 재밌어서 미국에서 이렇게 많이 관심 가져주시고 하는 것도 재밌고 해서 뭔가 이번 투어에 일단 더 집중되고 있는 것 같아요.
So she says, but for now, like working as a member of BLACKPINK is her is like really she's really happy doing that for now. So I think she's more focused on BLACKPINK's work.
Beautiful. Because there's nothing but opportunity ahead of you guys, which is crazy. Kill This Love EP. That is the most recent EP that you've put out there into the world. Where do we start here? I want to start with Kick It, I guess.
Kick it.
That's my favorite song.
Really?
Wow.
Wow.
That's so
Nice to hear.
So great.
Thank you.
My interpretation of the song might be off from how you guys interpret it, but does it have to do with stereotypes and the name BLACKPINK? How is it all connected? Can you
like the song?
Yeah, like what is it? Tell me the story behind the record.
I mean, I guess it's like it goes for like whatever, like the listener. If you decide to hear it this way, it could be that this way, and if you kind of change the story up, it could be whatever you can put your mind to it. But I guess basically it's just like it's about freedom. It's like, can I just let go of all these like, restrictions and like names and da-di-da and just be myself? Can I just kick it and
just be you?
Just be me.
No stereotypes, no
nothing.
Preconceived judgments.
No nothing. Yeah.
That's how I felt with it.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
What are you thinking over there?
I just love like the last 40 seconds where there's like that chant where it seems like everyone's singing.
Yeah.
That part.
Yeah. We had a blast singing that in the studio.
Did you guys all just get in there and sing that part together?
Yeah, we did.
We really we only had the lyrics and we just got in and our producer just gave us the melody right in the booth.
Yeah, inside the booth.
So like, really? Let's just do it.
Yeah. And he was like, don't sing it well. Like, please just don't.
Sing it however you guys want it.
You have to be more like reckless with it, so we did. It was fun.
Why is that part written all in English?
I think
when we make our songs, like we don't usually think before we we don't set it like, oh, okay, this
is a Korean
and our producer speaks English and he's actually more of a
English speaker.
Yeah, so sometimes we would write out demos in English, sometimes
we just stick with it because it's just perfect the way it is, and we don't want to change it up into Korean sometimes. So whatever fits perfectly, we try to put in. Nothing in it's like fake. We don't force anything to be Korean, or we don't force anything to be English. I think it'll kind of just finds its own place.
Are you creatively open to doing an original record all in English?
Oh, I mean, we're down. Yeah.
We're always doing it already. Like we're making demos in English. So,
like full songs in English.
Boombaya. My favorite.
Our debut song.
Yeah, that's on Square One back in 2016.
Yeah.
Whistle too, right? Those two records kind of came back to back. How many times do you think you've performed Boombaya?
Oh wow!
Literally countlessly,
1,000 times.
Like 1,000 times.
Yeah.
Is it weird that record is just now catching on here in the States? And now you have to, I mean, I think so. I've listened to it 1,000 times over the weekend.
Okay.
I love it. Also, who does that chant in there? There's like a scream almost, but what
part is it?
Oppa? You mean the oppa part?
Wait,
is it during the chorus?
Yeah, and it comes in a couple times.
Oppa!
Oppa!
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Wasn't that
Oh, okay. Was it her?
I don't remember. I think we all
did.
tried it out
Yeah.
once. That was funny recording it though. It was funny.
Is that the song that says middle finger up, F you pay me?
That's our favorite part. That's her part.
It's my
we even had
part.
a routine for it, but we had to change it up a little
Yeah.
Yeah.
to
Why?
be more public.
Be a little.
Yeah, 'cause
A little.
we have
It's
a lot
to
of
take in.
younger fans, so so we changed it up to like just like
Just like this.
Oh,
Yeah,
point
we
fingers.
pointed up.
Point your
Got it.
fingers up. I like it.
Point your fingers up.
That Coachella performance of that song, and you do like the windmill arms.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That face, Jenny, is exactly like so intense, and I feel like your arm is just gonna fly off.
And
That's
super
what it feels
fast.
like.
It's so intense.
I know. And the hair flip.
And the hair flip. Yeah.
Is there a move that was the hardest for you to tackle? Like a piece of choreography?
Like the hair flips and
The hair flips.
Yeah.
The
It's the
arms.
hardest.
It hurts.
But you just gotta you just have to let it go. Like let's say you just
Yeah.
did your hair perfectly and you kind of don't want to ruin, but you just have to let it go. You can't hold on to it because
Off, as if it's like a.
let the hair go.
Who like takes? Who do the moves come easiest to? Like who?
Like choreography.
yeah.
Lisa.
Lisa.
Definitely, she's our dancer.
No.
The moves come easiest to you.
Yeah, she knows
It's
how
like
to like
She has a computer.
in her head and it like
She sees something. It's like, oh, okay. She does it in like a second. She copies it in a second.
Whoa. What are you thinking about when you dance? Are you thinking about what you're doing next, or are you just lost in it?
I don't want to think about anything.
I get it.
dancing.
Yeah.
You just go.
I just like just let my body move.
Take control.
That's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Whoa. Another record I like. I don't want to say it wrong. Doo doo.
Do.
Well,
Yeah,
Zach, you say it.
You were doing it right.
No, like I want to sing it, but I can't. No, say it.
Hit you with that.
Did it? Did it? Do.
Yeah. Do.
So good.
Yeah.
So good. I mean that just. I don't know. These records are they're produced so beautifully, and the music is just boom. Do you have a record that you're the most connected to?
From to sell them.
I mean,
or any
from the beginning.
From the beginning.
beginning.
Do you have one, Lisa?
Like
That you're
my
more
favorite.
connected to? Yeah, your favorite. Of all the songs we have.
Whistle.
Whistle.
Yeah, whistle.
Do you like the acoustic version of Whistle that you do, or do you like the produced version?
The normal version,
one.
the original one.
I love the acoustic though.
Oh.
The strip back is great. Playing with Fire is another great record.
We love.
I love that song.
You like it?
Yes.
I think that mix of Korean and English is so beautiful. They flow into each other.
Yeah.
When you're putting vocals on it, when you're rapping on these records, are you embodying somebody else's words? Are you adding your own words to it? What is the writing process like?
We're given with the lyrics, right?
Yeah, like our producer
You work
always
with them on
gets to
them.
get the best.
We would sit in the couch in the
Lines.
back, and he would
Yeah.
just be inspired. And
Yeah.
write on his phone, on the computer.
Yeah,
And then you embody the lyrics, or you
Yeah.
embody the verses?
basically. I mean, I've seen them do it, and I think they change it in a way. Like sometimes, let's say there is a demo done, but they change it in like a totally different way. Like it's pretty cool to see. Yeah, put your own color into it. I think they're very good at that.
It's what makes it special.
Now, Jenny and Lisa, you guys are the rappers, right?
Yes.
Was rapping something you've always done, or is that new when you joined the group?
For me, I started rapping because when I first came to YG, I think I was the only one who could speak English in the whole within the trainees, and we had to cover pop songs, and they always have raps, and they're like, "You could speak English pretty fast. Why don't you try rapping?" And I'm like, "Okay," and I enjoyed it as soon as I started. So, yeah, I actually haven't sang for a long time, if you really think about it. I only just started singing like when we debuted. Yeah.
When we started preparing for it.
Yeah. Until then, I was just rapper all the way.
Yeah. Rapper Jenny.
Interesting. Because solo, you're the first one to have your solo project go through, but you all are having one. So when you dive into solo, you know you need to rap on it, right?
It was a hard decision to make, actually. Like, these days, I'm really into singing too. But then I feel like both singing and rapping kind of represents who I am, so I had to mix it up in there.
Do both.
Yeah, do both.
How are you doing on your solo project?
Well, we've got a few songs down, but we're still contemplating. It's always a hard decision, I guess. But I mean, everything's like even members. I'm sure like they're preparing little steps.
Yeah.
At a time. But yeah.
You're prepared.
Can't tell you anything like exact about it yet.
Kiss and Makeup featuring Dua Lipa. Probably, I mean, really, it slaps. So freaking good. What is that process like? Like, the fact that Dua Lipa's even down to do a record and wants to do a record with you guys. Iconic.
Crazy.
Iconic.
Yeah.
I love you.
She's the coolest.
She came to Korea for a show, and me and Lisa went down and watched the show. We met her, and she was just so cool about it. It's like, yeah, I've heard of BLACKPINK, and you know, let's do a song together. And after a year, she sent us Kiss and Makeup, and just ta-da!
Like hit us up with like the best song ever. We're like, yes.
And you guys added Korean lyrics to it.
Yeah, we did to
that
make
was
it a little fun.
Yeah.
Really, it's beautiful what you guys have done and how you guys really embody just this global culture. And in your art and what you stand for, music is a universal language, and it's obvious in your fans and the assortment of people who really relate and see and hear themselves in the music you all put out. It's really cool just to be over here as somebody who's been affected positively by your music, but also get to watch other people be affected for the better too. It's really special stuff. So all the hard work is really worth it.
Yay, that's super nice to hear.
It's the truth.
Who came up with the phrase BLACKPINK in your area?
Oh, our producer.
I love that.
It was fun recording it. We were like, what? Really? BLACKPINK
Now
in
we
your
can't
area?
do a song without it.
Yeah.
Can you guys say it right now?
BLACKPINK in your area.
But even that phrase kind of it showcases this global thing that everybody and anybody can be a part of it, and BLACKPINK is anywhere.
Yeah. We're in your area.
No matter where your area is.
Yeah.
Letting them know.
We're in your area, so wherever you are, we are.
We're there.
We're there.
What songs are you covering right now on this new tour? Do you have any covers in the set?
We're actually continuing with the last set, but we just kind of like put it up a notch or like changed it up a little bit here and there. Yeah.
So are we still covering Beyonce?
Beyonce? Oh,
no.
I wish. No, not this time around.
I was just making sure. I don't know. I gave my whole weekend to
Or
you
you
and your
could come
music.
to the show on Wednesday, and why?
Oh, I'm 100%. I'm so there. It's crazy. Okay, Kiss, Kill This Love. That is EP. It deserves your ear. You should listen to it. Any of you guys try to produce your own music? Write your own records?
So far, we've kind of gone with what our producer really prepares for us. But I mean, anything's open. Yeah.
You've learned so much since the beginning of this journey, you know? Just soaking in knowledge like a sponge.
That's what's fun about what we're doing, I guess.
It's cool.
Yeah, you guys are definitely my favorite K-pop group.
Yay.
Wow.
Thank you.
I'm serious.
What a statement.
I like all the music. It's so good.
Oh, thank you.
Would you guys say you're the best? You don't have to answer that if you don't
Maybe.
want.
Well, BLACKPINK, everybody, sending you a lot of love. Thanks for hanging out and giving us your energy. It really means a lot.
So much.
Thank
Thank you for having us.
Anytime. Kill This Love. I really hope you enjoyed that conversation. If you did, please subscribe and also check out our podcast. There's a link in the description, and also comment and like and do things. Other interviews are on the screen somewhere, so click them. Thanks for watching.